Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. David Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Screenplay, Johnson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. On 4th down, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown. coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. From the 50, Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Escaping the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that...
Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but that as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball. You motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That's complete, right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Roethlisberger. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Bailey now to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they start the second half with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Newton to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, Newton. Underneath for Johnson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now a handoff, Johnson, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, with a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys always here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Rudolph. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Newton. And it's complete. Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game. Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave. And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. And, a crusher there as it's picked off by DJ Swearinger. And that is going to seal this victory as time